I nearly got hit with a 10 to 20 year prison sentence for drug charges. But with some quick thinking and one risky bluff, I walked away with a $121 fine and a free concert pass. Back in high school and a few years after, my main income came from selling weed. One day, I was chilling at home with my girlfriend. We walked down to the local pub to grab some beers. The clerk there, someone I knew pretty well, asked if I could hook him up with some Scooby snacks, if you know what I mean. I said sure and told him I'd be back soon. Then I forgot about it for a couple hours. Eventually, I remembered, waited out, and walked back. He had already given me the money earlier, so I waited until there were no customers. And we stepped around the icebox outside to smoke and chat. I handed him the bag. The lot looked empty, except for a beat-up Volvo facing the record store next door. If I'd been paying closer attention, I might have noticed the totally blacked-out windows on that sketchy car. Suddenly, two guys get out, one tall and skinny in full denim, the other looking like Dog the Bounty Hunter in a beige sweater. They walk up and ask how we're doing. We look at each other like, do you know these guys? Then, badges. EPD, you're under arrest. They cuff us, separate us, search us. Dog goes through my texts, finds some sketchy messages and crumpled bills and starts grilling me about how much business I've been doing. Then they pull a move I wasn't expecting. They walk my girlfriend and me back to my house. We've seen you coming and going a lot, Dog says. If you let us in and we don't find a pound of heroin or something crazy, we'll call it a misdemeanor and you walk. But if you don't, we'll get a warrant, drag everyone out, and charge you with everything we find. Now, I know today that's a bluff and totally illegal. But back then, I was panicking. And here's where it got even worse. My roommate, who had just walked out a minute before, was a totally clean-cut guy. Straight edge, great job. Never drank or smoked. If he got charged for anything, even by proximity, he'd be screwed. And just 30 feet away in my room, a quarter pound of mushrooms carefully bagged into eighths and ounces, ready to sell. Plus, the usual weed stash. I had no good options, so I made a very bad-sounding choice that somehow worked. I offered to let them search just my room. Of course, I knew that once they were inside, they could do whatever they wanted, but I had to try something. Beige Dog agrees. Denim Cop stays outside with my girlfriend, who's now looking at me like, what are you doing? I take Dog upstairs and walk right past my room, straight into my roommate's. I distract him by chatting. He starts tearing the room apart. Drawers, mattress, the whole 9 yards. As he's flipping the place, I casually shut off my roommate's computer monitor, which had a giant photo of him and his girlfriend on the desktop. He finds nothing, sticks to the deal. We go back downstairs. I'm grinning. My girlfriend looks like she just witnessed a murder. He still charged me with a felony, but here's where the stars aligned. I hired a great lawyer who happened to be friends with the prosecutor. Since no money changed hands during the exchange, they knocked it down to delivery of marijuana. Minimum sentence, $21 fine, 80 hours of community service at a local music venue. I saw shows for free all summer. Then I retired from the game, at least to Dog's knowledge.